Hey there, beautiful souls. Hope you're all doing great. First of all, I would like to say huge thanks to every one of you who is supporting me. And a few days ago, I reached 1000 subscribers, which is like a small milestone for me. So, thank you very much for everyone who has been with me in this journey and who is helping me to just grow. And we are helping each other through this spiritual journey. So, about today's reading, it is a mystery reading. Why is a mystery reading? It's because I'm going to completely let the cards choose the topic and choose which way they want to go. I will just let the cards speak to you. I will let the cards say what you need to know. So, for that reason, I'm going to use my Season of the Fox tarot. I will just let my foxes wild. It's one of my favorite tarot decks. So, I hope my foxes can translate the messages that are meant for you. And before that, I can make collective reading, but I like to just divide it in piles. So I will divide the collective in three different piles. Whichever card attracts you the most, choose that one which will lead you to a collective reading, which will have messages for you. So, for the pile picking, I will use some fruits and vegetables. Let's see which fruit or vegetable is going to represent collective one. Alright, neither fruit nor vegetable. Violet, it's a flower. So, for collective number one, we have the violet. Let's see which plant is going to represent collective two. Alright, for collective 2 we have the P. And finally, let's see which card is going to represent collective number 3. What gets my attention from the very beginning is that in both cards we have the Pisces energy. Alright, which card is going to represent collective number 3? We have the banana. Alright. So, I will give you a few seconds in order for you to choose the card that attracts you the most. Just listen to your intuition and you will see the cards in a bigger screens and you will have some time to just choose intuitively. If you want, you can pause the video if it feels more comfortable for you, and I'll meet you in your reading. Hello there, pal number 1. For those of you who have chosen violet, let's see what we have on this card. So we have beautiful violet flowers. Violet is the color of transformation, so I feel like there is something transforming in your life. And also, as I mentioned, there is Pisces energy here. And what gets my attention as well is that candle. For some reason, I'm getting someone that is reading something, someone that is learning something new, or just engaging in some kind of some kind of art kind of activity, something that requires a lot of creativity. But from that candle, what I'm getting is I don't know, something associated with reading, getting some kind of knowledge, learning something new, or just I sense the energy of learning something from this card for some reason. And also, this candle might also indicate some kind of hope, some kind of a small light that has potential to grow. All right, let's see which way our foxes are going to take us. So, please, Spirit, tell us what collective one needs to know. What messages collective one needs to know. Let me just shuffle the deck good in order to make sure it translates the right messages for you. All right. So let's see, let's start. Please, Spirit, give us something that collective one needs to know regarding their lives. Nine of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the High Priestess in the bottom of the deck. Wow. This is a powerful beginning, group number one. Definitely this is a powerful beginning because we are starting with the good cards. We have Nine of Cups, which is like in expressing some kind of abundance that is coming into your life. Although we have Seven of Wands under this card, it's like the message that I'm getting here is that Spirit wants to say to you that you are fighting, you are building something, you are defending what you want. It's like you are aiming for your dreams. This is what I'm sensing. And it's like Spirit is telling you, just keep fighting for it. Just keep putting efforts for the things that you want to happen in your life. Keep moving, keep pushing, because it is worth it. Your dreams are not so far away. And having the Nine of Cups here, well, this card symbolizes the dreams come true. You can see that the fox is sitting, and behind the fox it has all 9 cups and they are all full with liquid. So here I'm definitely sensing some kind of, again, some kind of creative activity, something that you really wish for, something that you have in your mind, something that you envision, something that you might dream about a lot. And yeah, having this card under the Nine of Cups, it wants to indicate that your dreams are worth fighting for. What you want is worth fighting for. Since this is a collective reading, it might resonate in a different way for the different people. But if these 2 cards came like this for this reading, it wants to indicate that all of you who came to this reading, there is something that you desire within your heart. There is some kind of a dream that you have that requires efforts, requires for you to fight for it. And I mean, these 2 cards combined, it wants to indicate that your dreams are not impossible, but they require efforts. And also having the High Priestess here, this is quite interesting because the High Priestess wants to say to you that, I mean, we have her in upright position. She just wants to say to you, trust your intuition, trust your feelings, trust the sensations that you might be getting or receiving. But also she's holding secrets. I mean, you can see that folks that is just standing there and looking towards you in such a mysterious way, having some kind of symbols on her forehead and on her fur. It's like she knows all the secrets. It's like she knows everything. She knows how things are going to unfold, and even that thing behind her with all the written knowledge. It's like she knows everything, but she doesn't want to reveal you all the truth. She just wants to keep the truth for herself, because maybe now is not the time for you to know everything. But this card is actually quite positive because it wants to say to you, your life might turn around in a way that you never expected, but it is all hidden from you. It is something that you don't know. It is something that you will know later on. Later on, you might go back to this reading and realize what the High Priestess wanted to say to you. But for now, she's keeping silent, and I mean, the reason why the High Priestess is here, it is to say that things might take a completely different turn than what you know. Things might be turning out in a completely different way, but maybe now is not the time for you to know the whole truth. I mean, little by little, when things are unfolding, you are going to know which way to go and what to do. But the High Priestess, I mean, she's a big messenger here. Just looking at this, folks, I feel like it's just looking through me and wanting to speak something to me, but it's just silent. And I also sense some kind of confidence. So I think whatever you are striving for, it is things might unfold in a way that might surprise you, but again might turn out for your best. it's like having this card in the bottom of the deck as a general energy. It wants to indicate that the universe always has your back. The universe is always supporting you, and whatever is happening, it is happening for your own best. So just trust your journey. This is what I'm feeling from this card. All right. So, is there any other message that group number one, the collective number one, needs to know regarding their life or something, some kind of aspect of their life? Is there another message that they need to know? Some of the cards wanted to jump, but there were too many. Okay. We have Eight of Cups. And we have Ten of Wands. Okay. In the bottom, we have the Hanged Man in an upright position, I mean, in a reverse position. So, this is quite interesting. And what I noticed is that, again, we have Major Arcana in the bottom of the deck, just like in the previous question. So, with these two cards, here we are talking about some kind of responsibilities or something that you might be engaged with. This might resonate for some of you. Maybe some of you are having too many responsibilities or are doing some kind of job that is a bit too heavy. And having this card in the reverse position, it wants to indicate that all that heaviness is getting the toll of you, and there might come a point where you might decide that this is way too heavy for you to carry, and you might decide just to let it go, just to let it fall. And this card, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups, it wants to indicate some kind of emotional detachment from something. I feel like you are letting go of something, you are moving away from something that has been heavy on you, especially on emotional level, maybe on physical level as well, because we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So the Spirit wants to say to you that you will let go of something that has been heavy on you, either on your heart or for your body as well, because we have these two cards. And you are just walking away. And I sense some kind of melancholy here, because within this depiction we have that autumn kind of environment, and the fox is like walking forward, climbing towards some kind of shrine or something. And also the moon, I just noticed that it's like, well, it's not dark, but we have a moon. Actually, it's not moon, it's like solar eclipse. That's quite interesting. So it's like some kind of cycle is changing here. Yeah, actually, this is what I'm feeling from these two cards. You are deciding to let go of something that is not serving you, something from your past, or something that you should just let go and walk towards a new cycle, which is a powerful message. All right. And having the Hangman in reverse position, well, this might indicate some kind of, again, seeing something from a different angle. But since the Hangman is in reverse position, I feel like here we have some kind of refusal. Here we have inability to see something from some kind of a different point. It's like, well, having the Hangman in upright position, it would indicate that some of you might try to just look at things from a different perspective, or just get some kind of enlightenment, or just take some kind of a pause. But here we are talking about quite the opposite. Here we are talking about somebody who has decided already what they want to do. Maybe in the past you have had some kind of pause in your life. Maybe you had decided that you need to slow down and take a reflection, see things from a different angle. But now you have decided that you have seen enough. There is no more hesitation. Now the time for you is just to leave something behind and move forward towards a different cycle. And also, just let me see. Also, there might be something going on in the autumn because we have a lot of autumn pictures here. I mean, just putting all the cards together. Here in the Hangman, we have autumn kind of scene, and in the cups here, we also have autumn kind of scene. So maybe something significant is coming in your life during this autumn or in autumn in general. But indeed, what I'm feeling that maybe this autumn will be significant for you. Because this autumn, I sense that you are going to let go of something that has been heavy on you. And you will start fighting for your dreams, for the things that you desire. And in general, I'm sensing you a bit like feeling more content, feeling more comfortable. And in this card, I see more summer kind of energy, to be honest, because there aren't any clouds, or well, there are some clouds, but I sense more summer kind of vibe. So maybe during the summer you are going to start something, you are going to fight for your dreams, or you are going to start something and start building, and it might require for you literally to just put a lot of efforts and defend yourself from either people that don't believe in you or just some kind of surrounding that is not serving you. But it is something that is going to something that is going to lead you towards some kind of sense of contentment, sense of peace, because from this card I'm sensing a lot of peacefulness. And I mean, you can see that this fox has achieved what it wanted and it feels content. All right, let's move forward. Please, Spirit, give us more information, what we need to know. What we need to know regarding the life of the people who have chosen group number 1. But also in the violet card, we have the violet, which is purple color, which wants to indicate some kind of transformation. And we have the candle, which also might indicate some kind of enlightenment or finding out some kind of a new idea, or just following something, like following the flame of the candle. It's like following your passions or your desires, which is quite interesting as a message. All right, please, Spirit, give us more messages for the people who have chosen group number 1, violet. 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, again the High Priestess appeared. All right, this is quite yeah, here the cards came a bit confusing. So we have the 5 of Pentacles, which indicates nothing good. Maybe some of you have been in a situation where you felt literally sick, literally maybe a lot of struggles, probably in financial life, because we have Pentacles here. And what just I noticed is that, I mean, you can see the Pentacles on this tree, and you can see the Pentacles on this tree. In both cards we have 3, which is a symbol of something. 3 is like symbol of good health, 3 is symbol of good roots, 3 is symbol of in happiness in general, in something that is growing, something that has a lot to offer, something that is long lasting. And in that aspect, I feel like maybe some of you had some kind of false hopes regarding something, because it's like you waited for something to grow. You waited for, I mean, literally, like you can see that fox is sitting there holding its wand or whatever that thing is. It's just sitting there under that sakura trees in those beautiful clouds and waiting for something to grow. But the next moment, this thing doesn't give the fruits that this fox desires. The next moment from this card is moving towards 5 of Pentacles, which wants to indicate disappointment. It's like This didn't give you the fruits that you desired. I mean, you were waiting and waiting, but in the end, it just didn't happen the way you wanted it to happen. And in the end, you are feeling tired, you're feeling exhausted, and even maybe in health aspect, not feeling that good. And again, we have the High Priestess in the bottom of the deck. And again, she's trying to say to you, just trust your intuition, because this is not the whole story. There is more to it. There is more that is about to come into your life. This is not the whole story. If some of you have experienced something similar like what I described, the High Priestess is here to tell you that you shouldn't get disappointed about what has happened or what is happening maybe at the moment or it is about to happen in the near future. The High Priestess is here to tell you that there is more to the story and things are going to unfold in a different way. She just, I mean, just looking at this card, I feel like she just wants to say to you, just keep calm. Just try to stay mindful and be balanced regardless of what is going on in your 3D life, because things are going to change. Things are going to take some kind of a different direction. It's like you don't know the whole truth and there is a completely different road that you are going to take on. So just try to not get involved emotionally with whatever is going on. Try to not get too disappointed from things that might happen in your life, because in a future plan, in a different perspective, things are going to develop in a different way that you are going to be amazed. You are not going to believe it. And she's just standing there quite confident and again looking right at us. It's like she knows all the secrets and she's like, yeah, you think this is your reality, but just wait, things are going to change. It's not going to be the way you thought things are. This is what I'm sensing from the High Priestess. It's like there are a lot of hidden messages that the person who has chosen this group doesn't know yet, but things will be revealed in a later period when this person is ready, when you are ready, actually, because I'm doing this reading for you, for all of you who have chosen the violet. All right, so let's ask for one last message from Spirit. Actually, I'm going to put back all the cards. Maybe some of them will come back. And I'm going to reshuffle the deck. Okay. So, please, Spirit, give us last messages for pile number 1, what they need to know regarding their life. What pile 1 needs to know regarding their life? What messages you have for them? We have the Hierophant. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the High Priestess. Oh my god, this is crazy. We have 3 major arcanas just jumping one after another. And again, look who comes, the High Priestess. It's like the High Priestess owns this reading. And indeed, the High Priestess has like, well, in most cards I have seen the High Priestess wearing purple-like colors, which also might indicate something with intuition. And I mean, the violet has that purple kind of color, which indicates third eye chakra, intuition, some kind of intuitive feelings. So maybe those of you who have chosen this collective group, you are highly intuitive people, and it just wants to say to you, just trust your intuition, trust your feelings, trust that gut feeling that you might be receiving. But the message for you is quite powerful. This is what I'm feeling. Let's start with the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune. So, here seeing this Hierophant, I feel like he's given some kind of blessing here. And having the Wheel of Fortune under it, it's like the time for something has finally come. So, the message for you is that the wheel is going to spin regardless what you are doing right now, regardless what is going on in your life. Something in your life is about to change completely. Something is going to take completely different turn. I mean, you can see that those foxes, it's like we have lighter color fox and darker color, and it's like they are constantly changing. So indeed, it wants to indicate that something in your life will take completely different turn and things are going to change. But I feel like that change will be for something better, because we have all those major arcanas which wants to indicate that this has to do something with the universe. And I mean, just seeing that Hierophant there sitting under a tree, all peaceful, holding that wand-like thing, and it's like it has some kind of magical powers. This is what I'm sensing. It's like it's going to give you some kind of blessings. It's like something solid is coming in your life, because the Hierophant is representing Taurus, which has earth energy, which has, yeah, I mean, Taurus is fixed sign, so it's something sturdy, something that something solid, something that will last. This is what I'm feeling. And yeah, it is coming into your life. Also, the two keys on the tree, they want to indicate that something might be unlocking in your life. Maybe there is some kind of hidden potential in you that you might not be realizing. Maybe you have had a lot of struggles in your life until now, but now things are changing for you because the wheel of fortune is turning around and you are starting a completely new cycle. And this is what I felt from all the messages that came from the spirit. It's like you are leaving something behind and some kind of a new cycle is starting for you. And maybe the cycles before this one were quite tough, but they taught you valuable lessons. And here I see that you are receiving some kind of blessings, but I feel like those blessings are coming in some kind of higher divine power, because we have the Hierophant and he's connected with the higher realms. And also seeing those clouds here, they're like smokes. It's like something is coming from the sky. This is what I'm feeling. It's like not literally something coming from the sky, but it's like you are receiving some kind of blessings literally from the gods, from the sky. It's like some kind of a good karma is starting for you. This is what I'm feeling. And again, we have the High Priestess in the bottom of the deck, which is the general energy. So the message is absolutely the same. You are not realizing what is about to come in your life. You don't know anything yet. This is what the High Priestess wants to say to you. She's holding the secrets and she knows what is about to come, but she's standing there all silent and just observing you, because she knows what is about to happen, and she just stands there confidently wanting to say to you, just trust your feelings, trust your intuition, because things are going to change, things are going to happen in a way that you were not expecting. And yeah, this is what the High Priestess wants to indicate, and she appeared so many times, and all the times she appeared in the bottom of the deck, which for me represents the general energy. So the general energy for you is that the universe has something for you that is not about to be revealed for you yet completely, but it will be. I mean, when the time comes, you will know how to act and why to act and why things happened in a certain way. But this is the message for you, pile number 1, for those of you who chose the violet. And the message came quite clearly, because I mean, you saw how many times the same card appeared. So that was your reading, group number 1. I hope it was valuable for you. And if you enjoyed it, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people reach out these messages. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel, because your support is really important for me and helps me grow and just keep going and creating more content for you. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention, and I hope to see you again. Wish you a lovely rest of the day. Bye. Hello there, pile number 2 or collective number 2. For those of you who have chosen the P wants to say to communication, and we have the Pisces sign here. So having the communication, what I'm sensing is that, well, some of you might be expecting some kind of significant communication in your life, or text from somebody, or it might even be from some response from a job application. But also there is some kind of creativity. Maybe this communication might be waiting for you. I mean, might be coming for you in some kind of written form, because we have that feather and that ink. So, or maybe some of you might be writing down something important that you need to communicate with the world or with someone. But the key word here is communication, and having the Pisces also, I sense some kind of creative energy, or even it might be some kind of communication from spiritual world, from spirit, or just receiving some kind of messages, intuitive messages. This also might be significant for some of you. But the key word for you is communication from this card. So I definitely feel those of you who chose this collective, there is some kind of important communication that is about to come in your life. Okay. This card wanted just to jump. We have the Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles in reverse position, which indicates letting go of something. I don't know if it will resonate for all of you, but the card just showed itself without even asking any question. So I just want to say the message that I'm sensing from this card. It is letting go of something. It wants to indicate maybe even spending money, or, well, we will see later on what the spirit is going to say. But since the card came out, it wants to indicate the necessity to let go of something, let your grip out of something. So I'm going to shuffle the cards in order to refresh the energy from the previous pile. And if that Four of Pentacles appears again, then the message from the Four of Pentacles will be very significant for some of you. All right. So please, Spirit, tell us. This card wanted to jump, the Lovers in reverse. Please, Spirit, tell us what. Well, the key word is communication for you, and the cards are just jumping. It's like, and I also said something with the Pisces that you might be receiving some kind of spiritual kind of communications. It's like Spirit wants to talk to you a lot. This is what I'm sensing here. All right, let's see which card is going to come. Please, Spirit, clarify this Lovers in reverse. The Fool in reverse. And in the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay. So this message is quite interesting here. Pile number 2, we have the Lovers in reverse position, which wants to indicate some kind of hesitation, some kind of doubts, or having two choices and having to choose between those two choices. This either indicates you having to make some kind of important decision in your life, or it might indicate someone that has to make decision between you and something else. Because we have the Lovers card, it might indicate something for some of your love life as well. And I mean, it's a major arcana, so I feel like pretty much things are involved in the universe and the way things are working. It's not something that, well, it's not something that you can change on your own. It might require someone else as well, or it just things are pretty much predetermined about this situation. And having the Fool in reversed position, I feel like here somebody doesn't want to make mistake. Somebody is very hesitant, and somebody doesn't want to make mistake. Somebody is very cautious and just doesn't want to make things in a foolish way, doesn't want to make things in a way that they might go wrong. So I'm sensing hesitation because of mistakes. Somebody's scared to just make an attempt and make a mistake. Somebody's scared to move forward because they are afraid to just mess up something. And having the Eight of Wands in reverse position. Well, this is card of communication again. I told you that the key message for you is communication, and it came in the bottom of the deck, which represents the main energy of that topic that just came out with the hesitation and the fool. I mean, with the lovers and the fool. So having this card in reverse position, it wants to indicate that something is blocking that communication. It's like there is all that energy, that is, all those wands are flying like arrows in the sky. They have some kind of determination to reach someone, but at the same time, since this card came in reverse position, I feel some kind of contain kind of energy. It's like blockage. It's like not letting that energy to flow freely. I feel like either you really want to communicate with someone about something, and it's actually positive because we have the sun here, the sun that is shining brightly, but you just don't find a way. Or this could represent someone else again. Someone might want to reach you, but they just don't find a way how to do that. It's like maybe you are sensing that person. Maybe you are sensing that person on 5D level. Maybe you are sensing some kind of tension that someone wants to reach out to you. But there is some kind of blockage. It's like someone really literally wants to fly towards you, because you can see that this fox is flying on that wand. But it's actually like a giant toothbrush, and it has pointy head. It's like an arrow. So you can literally see that this fox is flying, but it's like the energy is a bit contained because the card came in reverse position. Just trying to see it from a different perspective. Well, from upright position, the arrows are going down. It's like they are reaching the earth. From the reverse position, yeah, the arrows are going up, but they are still aiming towards the earth. It's like someone is blocking that energy. Someone really wants to reach out, but they just don't know how, or they're holding themselves, which is causing them a lot, which is causing them to feel a bit anxious. It's like I can sense that energy, that someone really wants to talk something, but at the same time they're like pulling the brakes. It feels like you are driving a car on a max speed and you just pull the brakes suddenly. This is the sensation I get from this card, which is quite weird. Okay. Please, Spirit, explain the situation. Please give us more information. Okay. The Queen of Wands in reverse position. This wants to indicate again lack of courage. But let's see more. Seven of Wands and the Page of Wands. Okay. This is quite interesting, because I mean, you saw that this card jumped on its own without anything else. It's like really the cards wanted to communicate to you. So having the Queen of Pentacles, indeed I'm sensing here somebody that is lacking the courage in order to come and communicate with you. And having the Seven of Wands in upright position, still it wants to indicate that someone is trying to gain confidence. Someone is maybe a bit more defensive, maybe a bit more like well, feeling a bit how to say, maybe your personality or just who you are is scaring them, and they feel like they might need to be in defensive position or something, but the energy here is a bit restrained. And I don't know if it's going to resonate with all of you, but I sense here somebody that wants to communicate with you, definitely. For most of you, this is what I'm sensing. And yeah, actually, with the Seven of Wands, Well, I feel more like somebody's trying. Even though they don't have the courage yet, they are trying. They are trying to do something in order to come forward to you. It's like they are fighting their own demons or their own issues or whatever is going on within their life. It's like they are fighting it. They are pushing forward, but still they don't feel good enough in order to come forward. They don't feel ready. It's like they're lacking something. And having the Page of Wands in the bottom of the deck, this wants to indicate as a general energy that, well, especially this page, I see him being playful, playing with that with that lizard that is on the brush. I just noticed the lizard. I feel like somebody here is lacking maturity. Somebody feels immature, not mature enough in order to have some kind of conversation with you. It's like somebody needs to grow up. Somebody needs to get to your level. This is what I'm feeling. It's like maybe they see you as queen or somebody that is higher than them, and they themselves feel like queen in reverse. It's like they are suppressing their energy, they are suppressing their free will, they are suppressing their desires, and they feel a bit like a child next to you. Maybe you are somebody who has a lot of experiences, somebody who is mature for their age, somebody who is like who knows a lot. Also, from these three cards, they all represent the wands, so this indicates a lot of fire here. Somebody that might have fire in their chart, but also somebody that has a lot of desires. And I'm sensing that somebody has a lot of desires to come forward and to say something to you, but they don't feel ready yet. All right. This is quite interesting, pile number 2. I don't know if it's going to resonate for all of you, but the cards just wanted to indicate that energy. All right, please, Spirit, give us more information about this. What we need to know about this situation here. The Chariot in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune upright. And the Six of Wands in the bottom of the deck. Again, Wands. And 2 major arcanas, again, just like in here. Oh, something big is going on here. So, having the Wheel of Fortune, it wants to indicate that things might change anytime. And the Chariot in reverse, again, it wants to say huge desire from somebody to come forward. Huge desire, someone to just reach out to you. But at the same time, there is some kind of blockage. There is some kind of blockage here. Well, I just wanted to take a look at this card because maybe it will say something more about this situation. But again, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which indicates change of something, some kind of situation that is changing. And the change might be regarding that Chariot that is in reverse. Maybe the Chariot will turn upright, because here in the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Wands, which wants to indicate some kind of victory. I mean, you can see that the fox itself here in this card has caught a bird and feels victorious, and all the other fox are looking up to this one. It's like this fox has achieved something, has caught the bird. Also the bird might symbolize some kind of communication again, because the birds are like singing, making noises, and they are like, even some birds in the past, I mean, I'm not sure if that's true, but I remember in Pokemon they were using bird Pokemons for communication. So I definitely sense some kind of communication here, and someone has caught the bird, someone has received the message. Yeah, actually this is the overall message from these cards that came now. It's like the Wheel of Fortune wants to say that this situation with the blockage is about to change. It's not going to stay always like this. The Chariot wants to come forward, but it's reversed now. But it can always turn around, because in the bottom we have this card, and seeing this fox here capturing that has captured the bird, it feels like the message is received. Somebody has received the message. Somebody has, and I feel like this is you. I feel like you have received the message and you are quite content. And I feel like your confidence is getting some kind of boost, and other people might be looking up to you. All right. So this message is quite specific, pile number 2. I don't know again if it's going to resonate with all of you, but I mean, from the very beginning, so that we started with this topic and it just kept going. All right, let's pick up all the cards and see what else we are going to get for you. Just going to shuffle good. Again, some cards wanted to jump. This didn't happen with the previous pile, by the way. The cards were not as so jumpy like within this pile. In this pile, I feel like the energies are barely being able to hold themselves. It's like the cards want to come on their own. Okay. So, please, Spirit, what else we need to know about pile number 2, the people who have chosen the P? What we need to know about this collective? What important message they need to know about their lives? We have the Six of Swords in reverse, Three of Cups upright, and in the bottom we have the Lovers upright. Okay, this is quite interesting here, pile number 2. This is quite interesting. So, we have Six of Swords in reverse, which wants to indicate some kind of movement, but since this card is in reverse, it wants to indicate a movement that is blocked again. Here we had a lot of blocked movement, a lot of blocked messages, blocked energies, that something that wants to come, but it's being stopped. But here I sense something different. Maybe somebody needs to travel somewhere, but they decide to stay. But it is more positive, to be honest, because here we have the water, which wants to indicate some kind of emotions. This is what I'm sensing from this card. It's like, and also the foxes have blue marks on them. I don't know if it's visible on the camera, but they have some kind of blue marks. And you know, blue is the color of the throat chakra. So I'm sensing that here somebody is not going to move forward from something. Someone is going to wait. And there will be some kind of celebration. I mean, you can see these foxes, how cheerful they are and how they are celebrating. And I mean, what else to say about this card? We have the Lovers upright this time. We had them in reverse position, if you remember, in the very beginning. But now they came in upright, and you can see the joy from this card. Here we have two foxes coming together. It's like yin and yang, because one of them is dark, the other one is light. And we have the sun. I actually sense something like soulmates, twin flame, but I don't want to, I mean, it doesn't have to resonate for all of you, just because these foxes are like yin yang here, and I associate the yin yang sign with twin flames. It's like two opposite energies coming together and finding balance. Also, we have the blue and red color. These are usually strong colors which represent masculine and feminine energy. So there isn't much I can say about this. Apologies for the interruption, somebody just came home and I had to pause. So yeah, there isn't more I can say, I mean, about this card. It speaks pretty much clearly about itself. And also I just noticed the trees on this card. We have one tree that is like barren, there it has no leaves or anything, while we have another tree that is growing apples, I think. It has something to do with Garden of Eden and about paradise. And maybe it wants to indicate some place where things were barren, or maybe there was some kind of situation where things were pretty bad, something went really bad, and now it's changing. Now it's starting to, it's like season change here. It's like, yeah, this tree starting to give fruit, starting to reach some kind of fruition. So, I mean, there isn't much I can add to this. It's like something really good is going to happen, and I feel like it is for most of you someone, I mean, for most of you, someone who wants to communicate with you finally communicates with you clearly, and it feels like everything is falling into place here. And having the lovers, it just symbolizes pure love, or if it's not love related, it will be some kind of successful deal or successful business kind of opportunity. Or I mean, the lovers symbolizes Gemini. Gemini has intellectual power, also communication. I mean, the main topic here is communication. So whatever the case is, pile number 2 here in this pile, there is a very, very, very important communication, because the entire reading, all the messages, everything was rolling around this communication. And for some reason that communication was blocked. But once this communication gets unblocked and comes to you, things are going to shift significantly in your life. Well, what I'm sensing is that you're going to be very happy from that communication once it comes to you. It will make something, it will change something in your life that will make you really, really happy. So, these were your messages, pile number 2. If you find the messages valuable, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people reach them, and yeah, more people benefit from this reading. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel, because your support is really helping me to grow, and yeah, it just keeps me motivated in order to keep creating more and more content for you. And yeah, that was it. Thank you very much for your time, thank you for your attention, and I hope to see you again. Wish you a lovely rest of the day. Bye! Hey there, pal number 3, for those of you who have chosen the banana. Alright, the banana is saying duality. So I'm sensing some kind of two energies here from this card. And for those of you who came to this pile, to this collective, and also, I mean, take a look at this symbol. We have that symbol that we see usually on pharmacies, which involves two snakes, and it's like they're meeting together in the center of that thing that has, of this one that has wings. Well, it's quite interesting. I sense some kind of energy coming together, like meeting someone, or just, yeah, actually it's quite interesting. And it just came to me that, you know, the candle just went out, so I had to put another one, and this candle gives yellow kind of color, and also the banana has the yellow color, which wants to indicate something about the solar plexus chakra. This is what I'm feeling. The solar plexus chakra has something to do with being brave, with just going with your gut feelings, and just going for what you want, and having that healthy kind of energy. So this is the first impression for the collective number 3. Let's see what Tarot has to say to you in messages. Just going to shuffle the deck. Just going to shuffle it like this in order to just refresh from the energy of the previous pile. Okay, so please, Spirit, give us information, what you need to, the people who have chosen the, okay, we have the Hangman, So the cards are just coming on their own, just like in the previous pile. Let's clarify this. The Death card in reverse. Okay, and in the bottom we have the Seven of Cups. Wow, that's quite interesting here. That's quite interesting energy. So, the Hanged Man and Death card in reverse. Two major arcanas. From the Hanged Man, what I'm feeling is someone that decided to put their life on pause. Someone that decided to just try to see things from a different perspective, try to isolate themselves in order to see things from a different perspective, or just try to see things from a different idea. And the Death card in reverse wants to indicate that maybe it's not time for a change, maybe it's not time for something to be over yet. Maybe it's just time for seeing something from a different perspective. And seeing that mouse next to that fox, it's like that little mouse wants to communicate something to this fox. It's like this mouse wants to give a piece of advice to that fox. And also that autumn kind of environment from both cards. Also in the Seven of Cups, we have autumn environment. It wants to indicate like a bit more melancholic kind of energy here. This is what I'm sensing. It's a bit energy of pause, energy of not taking an action, because I mean this card definitely doesn't indicate some kind of action. On the contrary, it wants to indicate a bit like taking a step back in order to see things from a distance, in order to see things better, so you can take your next step in a more confident way and make sure that you are, well, it's like in physics. I mean, every action has a reaction. So it's like you are pulling yourself back. You are pulling yourself back in order to push yourself forward. This is what I'm feeling. And yeah, having the Death card in reverse, again, we have a sun that is coming forward. But since the card is in reverse, I'm sensing that here you are not ready for some kind of change yet. You are more willing to just take a break and see things from a different perspective. Just take a break and contemplate and try to look at your life from a different perspective. This is the current energy that I'm sensing, and that came as a message from the tarot, from the foxes. And in the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. Well, this is really interesting because actually it is even more it just came to me, the message is way deeper than it is. I mean, it was previously in my head. So the Hanged Man is representing Neptune, and this Death card is representing Scorpio, while here the Seven of Cups is representing Neptune in Scorpio. I mean, what are the odds for that? This message is really like, here you have some kind of illusion. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I just feel the message here that somebody is, well, there are a lot of choices that you can make. There are a lot of things that you can take. I mean, there's a lot of paths that you can choose in which way to go. But, I mean, you can see how enthusiastic this fox is when sees all these things. But having Neptune in the picture, it wants to say that maybe not everything is the way it looks. Maybe not everything is as good as it seems. Although, in this card, I don't see... Yeah, in this depiction of the Seven of Cups, I don't see anything negative, because in Seven of Cups, normally there are snakes and other things that are not always good. There is treasure, there is some kind of snake also in that card. But here I don't see snakes. The worst thing you can get is this, the acorn, which is not that bad actually. But for the rest, you can get either mushroom, unless the mushroom is poisonous, or mouse, or rabbit, or fish. In all cases, I think the folks won't be that disappointed, although I don't see something really bad. I just sense that there are different paths that you can take, and it's like you are attracted to all paths, and you are not sure which one to choose. But it came quite confusing for me. I mean, I was just overwhelmed because the message that I received is like, I mean, having here Neptune in Scorpio, and in this card, Neptune is Scorpio, it's like the message came double. It's like Neptune in Scorpio might have something to do with you. I mean, let's think about Scorpio and Neptune. Neptune is something that is representing illusions, something that is representing mind games, or just higher realms, higher ideals. While Scorpio is a deep water sign which indicates purification, which indicates death and rebirth. So indeed, here I'm sensing some kind of a situation. I don't know how it's going to resonate for all of you, but I'm sensing some kind of situation which indicates a lot of illusions and paths that you need to take. And also I sense some kind of energy of rebirth or change of situation, because we have the death card. And the death card is in reverse position. It's like, yeah, to be honest, I don't even know. I'm really confused from these energies, and they feel a bit heavy because we have both Scorpio and Neptune. So it's like having some kind of mind game or something. But indeed, I sense that you are going to be standing in front of choices that you need to make, and it doesn't feel like there are bad options, but it feels like there are better options that you can choose. In all cases, the cards are saying to you just to take it easy, just to slow down and try to see things from a different angle. Try to take step back in order to see things from far away and to have more clear picture. All right, let's move forward from this. Please, Spirit, give us more information about this confusing situation with the choices, because I got confused myself. Although the message came quite strong when it hit me with the double Neptune in Scorpio. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And we have the Six of Wands upright. And we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse position. Okay, this is quite interesting. Because if I remember correctly, Four of Pentacles came for you, or it might have been for the pile number 2, I'm not sure. Because I got a bit confused after that attack of Neptune and Scorpio. Okay, it was just an overwhelming energy. I mean, even my speech got a bit messed up. So let's move forward. I will just read the energies the way I feel them. So we have Knight of Wands in reverse position, and we have the Six of Wands. This is fire energy here. And the Knight of Wands, it's like some kind of a foreigner, because it has that helmet that is like a bit like samurai kind of helmet, and is holding that toothbrush and is just charging forward. Since this card came in reverse position, it wants to indicate some kind of well, maybe here we are talking about someone that is not going to, well, if you are planning to move to another country, or just to jump to expand some kind of boundaries or move past beyond some kind of boundaries of a country or something else. Maybe now is not the time because the energy is a bit blocked, the energy is a bit contained. It's like there is desire to go outside of some kind of boundaries, but at the same time, it feels a bit restrained. The desire is there, but there are some kind of restrictions that are not allowing you. And having the Six of Wands in an upright position, it wants to indicate again that even if you don't move, it wants to indicate some kind of victory, because here that fox has captured some kind of bird and all the other foxes are looking up to that fox. So, and I feel like they are climbing up somewhere. So maybe this message wants to say to you that in order to achieve some kind of victory, you don't have to go somewhere far or somewhere away from where you are. This cards together wants to indicate some kind of victory, some kind of achievement. But this victory or achievement, it doesn't have to be somewhere far away from where you are. It might be somewhere closer than you think. And also previously in the bottom of the deck, I remember we had the Seven of Cups, which wanted to indicate choices, paths. So maybe some of you are thinking about taking different paths or moving to different countries or even just exploring the globe or just traveling around the world. But the cards are saying to you here that, yeah, maybe you want to do that, but the victory for you is going to come not somewhere outside of the borders where you are. The victory is going to come within the borders where you are. You are going to achieve some kind of victory. And having the Four of Pentacles in reverse position, well, here again we have fox that has captured something and it's a rabbit. But since this card came in reverse position, it wants to say let go of something. Letting go of some kind of idea or letting go to something that you've been holding on to for a while. Something that you've been holding on to and you didn't want it to let go. This card wants to indicate as a general energy that you are about to let go of something. And it might have something to do with money as well, because we have the Pentacles energy there. But I feel like this is more general kind of energy of letting go. It's like releasing something, finally letting something, giving freedom to something, and still it involves some kind of victory. And still I sense some kind of a blocked movement because the Knight of Wands is in reverse position. Okay, these messages are quite confusing to me, to be honest. I would just ask for some clarifying. Please, Spirit, give us more information about this. Please clarify the situation for us. Okay, these are too many. I'll take these 2 or 3. Okay. So we have the Two of Swords in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the Ten of Cups. Okay. So clarifying the situation here with the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Six of Wands. First of all, what I'm sensing from this card is that we are talking about some kind of achievement, some kind of victory within the borders where you are, within the place where you are, not moving past some kind of borders. And having this card, Two of Swords in reverse position, the energy is pretty much similar to the Hanged Man here. because here this fox is with its eyes tied up, which indicates that it's not seeing the truth. Having this card in reverse position, it wants to indicate that this fox is seeing something, realizing something, and this something, I feel like it is within the place you are, within the borders that you are. This might resonate for some of you, but yeah, maybe the duality from the banana, it wanted to indicate not actual connection with someone. Maybe it wanted to indicate some kind of two paths between which you can take. And having this card, it wants to indicate that you are going to see clearly. You are going to see clearly what you need to do and how to do it in order to be victorious. Which we saw previously with the hangman, that also the hangman is going with the head down in order to try to get some kind of insight, some kind of reflection of a situation. And then we have the magician card in reverse position. Some of you might feel like they are lacking some kind of skills. Some of you might feel like something is not enough. It's like there is potential to make everything the way you want it, but still maybe you are feeling as if you stay where you are, there is still something that doesn't feel quite right. There is still some kind of limit, something that doesn't feel enough, because the magician is all powerful. The magician can do everything, but since the magician is reversed, what I'm sensing here from this magician is that his energy is a bit contained again. I mean, his energy is a bit restrained. It's like you can achieve some kind of victory, but at the same time you feel like you cannot get through to your true potential. Oh, there was some kind of firework. Sorry for that, I just got scared. mm. Mm. And then we have the 10 of Cups, which wants to indicate completion, reaching some kind of happiness. So, pile number 3, your messages came the most confusing from all the piles to me. But the overall message wants to say that you are going to achieve some kind of victory, which is within the borders of a place where you are. You don't have to go far away. You are about to see things clearly, and you might feel like you are a bit limited. It's like you might feel like you have potential for more, but still I see you as someone that is going to achieve some kind of happiness. And the 10 of Cups might indicate also like coming together with a loved one, or just happiness in all kind of way. All right, let's put all the cards back and get some more messages. I don't know how it's going to resonate for your situation, but the messages came a bit complex here. I try to give as many options as possible, so just listen to your intuition and take what resonates with you. All right. Just going to shuffle like this again in order to refresh a bit the energy. Okay, please Spirit, let us know what is expecting pile number 3. I mean, what pile number 3 needs to know regarding their life and their life situations. What is the message that pile number 3 needs to know? We have the King of Wands and the Seven of Cups in reverse position, and we have the 7 of Swords in the bottom of the deck. Okay. This is quite interesting again. because this time we have the Seven of Cups in reverse position. So what I'm feeling here with the King of Wands is that the Spirit wants to let you know that you are about to indeed achieve some kind of victory here, and you are about to climb all the way to the king position. Well, not literally becoming king, I mean, regardless of your gender. I feel like you are going to climb to some kind of high position or some kind of victory, you are going to achieve it. And here, if before we had the Seven of Cups in upright position, now it came again in reverse position, which wants to indicate that there aren't any choices, the choice is only one. It's like all paths are going to lead you to become the King of Wands, to become someone who is achieving victory and is acting with, I mean, from this king, I'm sensing a lot of grace, a lot of respect. So someone who is listening to their instinct, someone who is listening to their intuition. And the intuition also comes from the banana. I mean, it's the gut feeling that I told you with the solar plexus chakra. So definitely I sense here someone that is listening to their instincts and just moves forward. And having the Seven of Swords here is a general energy. It wants to indicate some kind of escape. Yeah, I feel like either someone is going to escape from you or you are the one who is escaping from something. Actually, I sense more that you are the one who is escaping from this situation, because you can see that this fox has taken those swords and even taken a rabbit and is just running away from that tiger, and that tiger is not realizing anything. Although, to be honest, what I'm sensing from this card, it's similar to that tiger. It's like this king is looking up to something, it's looking away, and the same way this tiger is looking away to something, although they are looking in different directions. But I feel like for some of you it might resonate like that, that you are reaching some kind of high position. There are no doubts anymore, there are no illusions. You are just, whatever you do, all the paths are leading for you to reach some kind of high position. But while you are achieving that high position, something is escaping from you, something is going away from you, and you are not realizing it as a general energy. Maybe you are going to lose something by gaining something, and you are not going to realize what you have lost by gaining something. This is the message for some of you. The other option is maybe you are the one who is running away from something. Well, the messages today are quite confusing for me for pile number 3. The other piles, the messages were a bit more straightforward and following through some kind of pattern. While here, even the banana is saying duality. So things are not like settled in one place. They are like yin and yang. They have different shades. So the other option might be that you are the one who is running away from something, because we have 2 sevens here. It will resonate for the different people in a different way, depending in what kind of situation you might be. But here we have somebody as a general energy that is running away from something, taking the best they can and escaping from some kind of situation, having no doubts and reaching the king position. The other option is reaching the king position for some of you, but losing something without realizing it. All right, let's have some clarification to this. Please, Spirit, can you give a bit more information for this? Can you clarify this? We have the Queen of Cups in reverse position, and And in the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse position as well. So the Queen of Cups here, well, she doesn't feel that much like a queen, to be honest. Her head is like looking down. She's like looking at her reflection in that cup. It's like she's trying to find something, and I don't sense her happy. On the contrary, and since this card came in reverse position, it wants to indicate that even more some kind of emotional dissatisfaction here. Well, the energy that I'm sensing from this pile, especially with the double Seven of Cups that appeared and that Neptune and Scorpio energy, I feel like the main message for you is watch out what you wish for, because it might come true. So here definitely I'm sensing some kind of a wish coming through, but after this wish is coming through, there is some kind of disappointment, and it feels like something is not the way you thought it would be, which is quite interesting. I don't know how it's going to resonate for those of you who chose this group, this pile. I don't know what your life situations might be, but this is the energy I sensed here. And having the Three of Pentacles, again, just take a look. Here we have three foxes, and one of them, it's like trying to hide somewhere or escape somewhere in the tree. Especially since this card came in reverse position, I sense that energy that there might be some kind of misunderstanding with someone, because this card usually indicates some kind of team spirit. And since it is in reverse position, maybe somebody from your team is like trying to escape from some kind of situation or from you in general. But definitely here I sense the energy of someone that is escaping from something, that is hiding from something. All right. So let's take last pair of cards, because I'm still confused from this pile. Let's take one last pair of cards to see what we're going to get as a message. Please, Spirit, what else the people who have chosen this pile need to know? What is the last message that you have for them? We have the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles in reverse position. So full Pentacle set this time, Earth energy. So having the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, these cards want to indicate that in material aspect you are going to feel alright, because the Page of Pentacles wants to indicate beginning of something in your material world, something on financial basis that is going to make you feel comfortable. Especially, I mean, I see this folks that is engaging itself with play with that mouse. That mouse must be terrified, but the fox is playing with the mouse, and it's just the fox is comfortably laying on that pentacle. It's like it's not worried about any kind of pentacles, because it knows that all the sources are going to come to the fox. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, which indicates full abundance. So definitely for this pile, I sense some kind of abundance that is coming into your life. This is the good news. But the bad news is that with that abundance, there will be something else that is coming as well. And here we have the King of Pentacles in reverse position, which is the most stable king. But since this king came in reverse position, I feel like there will be some kind of hesitation here again, there will be it's like there are those cows here and the king is looking at those cows. It's not sure which cow to choose because there is one here and there is one there. It's like he has pointed his attention to this one. Well, here in this pile I sense a lot of choices that needs to be made. And having the King of Pentacles in reverse position, I sense also some kind of instability, like not stable in your decisions or not stable in what you want to do. But the overall energy is that you are going to be financially okay. You are going to have some kind of abundance in your life, but still have some kind of hesitations on what exactly on what you want to put your attention. All right. Well, pile number 3. We started with duality, we started with banana, and the reading just went exactly the same way with that duality and with that confusion. In this pile there was a lot of Neptune energy and there was a lot of Scorpio energy as well, but the Scorpio energy was kind of blocked by that Neptune energy because there was lack of clarity, there was a lot of confusion. It's like not being able to see what you want to do, or it's like your vision is a bit clouded. This is what I sensed here. And well, there were a lot of cards that wanted to indicate to just try to see things from a different perspective, and also there were cards that indicated some kind of clarity. So maybe here the focus is to find your balance, to find your clarity. And we saw that good things are about to come to you, but they are going to come with their own price. So watch out what you wish for, or if something requires too many sacrifices, maybe it's not a good idea to go for it, because you don't know what you lose when you win and what you win when you lose. So these were your messages, pile number 3. If you find them valuable, if you find them insightful, please don't hesitate to hit the like button so more people can benefit from them. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel, because your support is really helping me grow and motivates me to just keep going and creating content for you. So that was your reading, pile number 3. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention, and I hope to see you again. Wish you a lovely rest of the day. Bye.